Hey everybody, I wanted to do a short video on hooking up this 15-inch Harbor Freight side cabinet to my 6 drawer tool cart, Harbor Freight slash snap off. I looked for some videos on YouTube to see how other people had done this, and I was not able to find any videos. So I just went ahead and did it and figured it out. So I thought this might be helpful if anyone's wondering. And it's definitely doable. This 15-inch cabinet here, side cabinet, comes with this little lip on here where you could just hang it on top here. I think if you did that, you might have to make a notch here and there on each end. But if I did that, then the bottom would be up about 5 inches, and I didn't want that. I didn't want it level on top. I wanted it flush on the bottom, and I wanted, kind of like a little workspace here, and to match the workspace over here. So my initial thought was I would utilize these thread certs, which are for the handle. There's 2 here and there's 2 on the other side, and there's also the same holes on this side to mount a handle. So I figured I would just line it up and I'd drill the holes, and I would utilize those 4 holes. Well, the problem is, if you take these drawers out, it's kind of boxed in here, which isn't the end of the world. But also, this ball bearing glide here is right in line with where those holes are. So I was going to have to remove the rivets to get the ball bearing glide off, and then drill some holes through there, through this one end, and then drill some more holes over here. And these holes, this is just an example, they're not exactly straight up and down. So I felt it was going to be quite tricky to get everything to line up where it needed to be for everything to be perfect. So I just took the easy way out. I removed all the drawers just to have a little less weight in there. I put my forklift down here at the bottom, so I had a nice flat surface for both of them to be on. And then I went in here with my drill, and I just drilled, let's see, you can see one. There's one bolt right there. There's another bolt right there, and there's another one back there. So I just drilled 3 holes through both boxes, which I didn't really want to do that, but that's what I wound up doing, and it was easy, quick and easy, and that's why I attached it. I also, from the bottom, drilled 3 more holes and put 3 more. They're just 1/4-inch stainless bolts, which should be more than enough. And then also I had planned on taking this whole thing off, which I did do, and I was gonna cut a notch out so it was kind of perfect, so I could put it back in and still have a bumper all the way through here. But once I started cutting, I realized that I was just cutting halfway through the thread cert that is on the back side of this rubber piece, which would hook in, because there's a thread cert and a bolt that comes out of it, and the head of that bolt goes in here and notches down in. So I just realized that wasn't going to be possible. So at the very least, I just cut the top off and stuck that on there, because I do like these bumpers. I mean, if you look at these, I have little, chunks taken out here and there, right? It does bounce off of trucks all the time. I work in a tight place, and And I'm always going between trucks and tight spaces. And so I wish I had that bumper there, but I don't. You might wonder, well, why can't I take this? Why couldn't I just mounted this thing here? Well, this is a 90, and then, you know, this is 245s. So it just wasn't going to work. So I took what I could get and left that there. There's the one on the back side. But yeah, that's how I did it. Just 6 bolts and 6 1/4-inch stainless steel, or 6 holes and 6 1/4-inch bolts, and that's how I did it. And also, I've left out, I did have to cut this lip, which is example, I had to cut right along the top here, you know, so I can make this nice and flush, so I could go up tight here. So if you're wondering if you can attach your Harbor Freight 15-inch side cabinet to the 6-drawer tool cart, it is possible. Just gotta get creative, and that's how I did it. See you later.